Yo, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy Swag back here with another video, and in today's video I'm going to be ranking the 100 overalls from the best 100 overall in the game to the worst 100 overall in the game. So yeah, it's going to be pretty self-explanatory. I'll start with, the worst 100 overall that we do have, and I do think it's Steph Curry. I mean, don't get me wrong, Steph Curry, can he play for some squads? Yeah, probably. But is he, a great 100 overall? No, not really. I think it's more of one of those 100 overalls that, you like Steph Curry, obviously IRL, so you want to use him in the game. But is he really a good 100 overall? Not really, because he is only 6'3", and that's what hurts the card a lot. Him only being 6'3", can't really, defend, even though his stats obviously say he can defend. He's not going to be one of the better defenders in the game. I mean, there's a lot better defenders in the game. I mean, shooting obviously is going to be elite, and his form being on very quick is obviously, very solid as well. The only thing I do have about Steph Curry is sometimes his load-ups are, not the easiest to green. I will say that about Steph Curry. Other than that, he is going to be a very, very, great shooter in the game. Obviously, stats-wise and badge-wise, he's going to be very, very solid, but he's going to be the worst, 100 overall in the game, in my opinion. And let me know with this list. This is my overall opinion. I've used a bunch of these cards now, so this is my overall opinion on the 100 overall. Let me know how you guys would have it, who you would change in this list. And we do have 9 currently 100 overalls in the game, counting the event and everything. A lot of people haven't used the Carmelo Anthony or the Blake Griffin, but I do have them ranked on this list as well. At number 8, I'm going with somebody that I got to use yesterday in the account that I got to use. If you guys didn't see that gameplay, go check that out. Used a bunch of the 100 overalls. Go with Vince Carter. Vince Carter, solid 2-guard in the game, 6'6", 6'9" wingspan. Going to play some great defense. He does got Patty Mills base Oscar upper, and that looks like it's going to be the go-to kind of form that they're giving out this year, like going to be one of those end game type of forms, especially out very quick and stuff. It's a good form. It's a very easy form to green. Dribble sigs and everything, they're not great with Vince Carter. They're really, really not. I used him yesterday. I mean, he just wasn't one of those cards that I wanted to go get a bucket with. He just wasn't easy, creating his own space. Defensively, obviously very, very solid. 99 everything on defense. So he is very solid on that defense end. But for me, I don't know. I just didn't really care for the Vince Carter. In my opinion, he was an all right card, but wasn't, the best 100 overall that I've used this year. So I got him at number 8. At number 9, and this is tough because there's a lot of cards that I haven't got to use yet. And at number 9, or at number 7, excuse me, at number 7, I'm going with Carmelo Anthony. I haven't used him yet. Like I said, I know he doesn't got any really good dribble sigs, which does hurt the card a lot. Form is very money. I know that form is got to be money. Stats wise, obviously he's going to be a beast. He's 6'7". Can't play the 2-guard with this card, 7-foot wingspan. I mean, probably could have him higher on this list, but to be honest, haven't used him yet, so I don't really know too much about the card. And this is where the list can get debatable. Maybe he's better than somebody like Luka. Maybe he's better than somebody like, MJ. I don't know. I have no idea. But for right now, just for me, and how much I know about this card, I got him at number 7. I think he's going to be obviously a very, very solid option to run out the 2. But I think there's a lot of, 2 guards that you can run right now that are going to play, very similar to this Carmelo Anthony. I don't think the 2-guard position is weak in 2K right now. I think, you can run a Ricky Davis. You can run a B. Roy. You can run somebody like a Dr. J. You can run all those cards and still be fine. So that's why I got him so low on this list. Next up, I'm going with Luka Don. And, Luka, I think he's not a bad card. He does got his form on very quick. I don't know if that upper's different. That upper might be different. Not sure. I've heard his dribble sigs are not great. He does got a good snatch back. But yeah, I mean, defensively, he's a 6'7" point guard. That's why I have him high up on this list. I mean, you have a 6'7" point guard in this game, and they're going to be able to do pretty much whatever they want, especially defensively. You're going to be able to do a lot of switching and stuff. And I just think, Luka, he's got a decent release. He's got, some decent shot creating and stuff. I think he's going to be a solid card in this game. Or I think he is a solid card in this game. I haven't got to use him yet, though. So that's why I can't, put him higher or lower. It's just kind of what my opinion is on a Luka Doncic card, who is 6'7", 6'8" wingspan with 99 stats. So that is my opinion on this Luka Doncic. I think he's a solid point guard in the game. Do I think he's the best? No. I think there is some better point guards out there. One of them being on this list in Michael Jordan. I think Michael Jordan's going to be a lot better. He's got some shot creating. He's got a better form, I think, in my opinion. And, he's just going to be able to get the job done at that point guard position. But I think Luka's going to be fine. I mean, him being 6'7" really does help this card out a lot. So I got Luka at number 6. At number 5, I'm going with the card that I haven't seen any gameplay on. Let me know if there's a gameplay on this card. Blake Griffin, 6'9", small forward in this game who can dunk the basketball at a high level. He's going to be able to do that at a high level. He's got a great form on, very quick stats. Obviously, badges are going to be, obviously insane with this card, 99 everything pretty much, and then badges, he's got 30 Hall of Fame badges. Like, he's going to be a great card in this game. Think you want to run him at that small forward position because defensively he's going to be a beast. He's going to be able to shoot the floor. He's going to be able to run the floor, dunk the basketball. I think Blake Griffin is a solid option at number 5. I think he's going to be a very good card. Is he worth locking in for though? No. I mean, he's just not. It's not worth spending thousands of dollars on this game to lock in for a card like Blake Griffin. I mean, it really isn't, because you can go get a Dark Matter LeBron. You can go get a Giannis, who are going to play very similar to this Blake Griffin, if not better, right? And that's the thing. I haven't used this card yet, so I would say if not, the same or better. So that is kind of my opinion on Blake Griffin. At number 4, I'm going with the card I used yesterday, and he was an absolute stud, Chris Webber. This card is a stud, 6'10" small forward. I mean, he's got one of the better releases in the game. He's got some really good dribble sinks. I don't know his dribble style is Darius Garland. I don't know why they give him some of the better dribble sigs I've ever seen, but some of his dribble sigs, like his cross, absolutely create space. He can grab a lot of people. He's got one of the money jump shots in the game. 99 everything. He's going to play great defense, going to run the floor. Chris Webber, 6'10", small forward, is just absolutely OP. I think Chris Webber is very solid, but like I said about Blake Griffin, I think there's, just as good small forwards in the game. Giannis is very solid. LeBron is very solid. Like, I think there's just as good small forwards in the game. So I'm not sure, like, it's not worth going to pick up 100 overall Chris Webber, in my opinion. It's just not worth it. But he is a very fun card to use. At number 3 on the list, this is where it gets tricky, because top 3 is always tricky. I feel like it's not easy to rank these top 3 cards, but I'm going with my gut right here. And, I've used some of these cards in the top 3. I'm going with Kristaps. Kristaps is a GOAT. He is. And, he could be arguably number 1 or 2 on this list. He really could be. But for me and how I've used him and how I've seen other people use him, I got Porzingis at 3. I think Porzingis is, obviously one of the best 100 overalls to have on your team, especially you play him at that, power 4 position, 7'2", 7'6" wingspan, can get in lanes, can stretch the floor. He's got a money release. He's got Kristaps, I think, on very quick. Yeah, Kristaps on very quick. He's got a little bit of dribble moves. I think he's a very solid option. Don't get me wrong. Stats-wise, badge-wise, he's going to be, very elite. I think he plays very similar to like a Wembanyama. You're going to be able to shoot over people. You're going to be able to run the floor. Obviously, stats-wise, they're going to be a lot better than Wemby. But yeah, I don't know. I think he's number 3 on this list, and you'll see why. It just, in my opinion, that's just what I got. I mean, animation-wise, everything like that. I think Kristaps gets some decent animations. I do think, both of these players next up on the list get some better animations and everything like that. So that's why I got Kristaps at number 3. That's probably going to be something that you guys disagree with, and let me know in the comments. That's all good. This is my top 9 100 overall list, but you guys can let me know in the comments what you guys think of this list and everything like that. At number 2, this was tough because we're down to Shaq and Michael Jordan, and this was very tough. I don't really know. I think, I've used MJ. I haven't used Shaq, but I've seen people use Shaq, and there's a very few amount on the block, but I've seen people use Shaq, and this card is a beast. But at number 2, I'm going with MJ. Go with MJ. He's probably the best point guard in the game. I mean, I don't think it's a debate. He's the best point guard in the game. He's got good dribble sigs. He's got one of the best releases, Kyle Korver and Matt Ryan. I mean, it's an absolute insane release. He gets some of the best defensive animations in the game, and I can't stress that enough. MJ is a defensive GOAT on 2K. He's always been. I feel like he gets, through every screen, he gets so many bumps. He gets, a lot of steals and everything. He runs the floor. He's 6'6", 6'11" wingspan at the point guard position. He's got a money release. He's going to be able to shoot the ball from anywhere. He's got great Hall of Fame badges, great stats. MJ is number 2 for me. He really could be number 1, and this is only because Shaq, I haven't used Shaq, but I think Shaq, I have the 99 overall Shaq, And I think he plays better than somebody like Porzingis. He's got a longer wingspan. He's a little bit shorter. He's 1 inch shorter. But the defensive rebound animations, offensive rebound animations, I think on Shaq are just absolutely insane. I've played this Shaq, and I have, you know, this 99 overall Shaq who gets who horses anybody in the paint. I mean, he really, really does. This Shaq can't shoot. This other 100 overall Shaq with a custom jump shot, Chris Bosh, Franz Wagner on very quick. I just think this Shaquille O'Neal is the best card in the game. In my opinion, like I said, MJ could really be up there. Porzingis could really be up there. All three of those cards. I think the other ones are kind of undoubtedly not the top 3 cards, but I think these guys are the top 3 cards in a game. And yeah, that's just kind of my overall opinion on the 100 overalls, best to worst. Let me know if you guys agree with this list. Let me know if you guys want more videos like this. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe. Did post a no money spent video as well today, so make sure you guys do go check that out. Hope you guys did enjoy the video, and until next time, stay swaggy. Peace.